Hello everyone and welcome back to VoidSpace Alpha in New Salopia, and thank you for joining me on episode, what is this, episode 12, 13, one of those, as this City Skylines 2 playthrough. Now, if I take the camera mode off, you will see that we've got a lot of traffic problems, we've got a lot of garbage problems building up, and yeah, that is a big problem. So I'm going to solve that problem first, but today's episode is mainly going to be centered around trains. So we're going to put in a recycling center here, and its sole purpose is to just service this area. Now, one of the big problems with garbage servicing in this area is the fact that traffic is so bad. Now, hopefully, our public transport, yeah, look at that. We've reduced the number of taxis on the road by 400, increased the number of people taking buses by like 3,000. So that's pretty darn good. That is a success if ever I did see one. Why are people coming off here to just merge over? Why are they not just continuing over? That's blowing my mind, actually. And I don't think, because I've built this really close to the edge, as in the farm's really close to the edge, I don't think I can upgrade this to a 3-lane. Oh, I can, actually. But it's going to look weird, and I don't like that. Yeah, okay, we'll deal with that later. Anyways, let's try and get some people moving around the city by train. Now, one thing I did notice was there was a lot of pedestrians walking up and down this road here. And yeah, they're just making their way around here. They'll be crossing at some point whenever they can. That road is actually pretty clear. That sort of intercity link, as it were. In terms of... Oh, and look, I'm being really rude. I haven't said thank you to the 37,000 people that have subscribed to the channel so far. So thank you very much for that. Now, we want to hit more public transport. And we want to do that by making sure that we have access to rail services. So, I want to put my rail station down here, right? Because it links into the existing railway, and we can also kind of make a bit of a scenic area out of the existing historical railway hub. Dale Lane, I was about to say Dial Lane then, and Lilac Lane, and we've got these barns here as well, which look like they have some sort of historic importance, but let's have a look and see how big a rail hub is. Okay, it is quite large, so what I might do is just place it in like that. Now that rail hub, in fact, let's it's gonna only, is it only refund me half the amount? No, not even half the amount. What I should have done beforehand is flattened out all the terrain. So let's move it for 28 grand. Just senselessly waste money. Let's get a brush size of 200. And let's turn up that intensity quite a bit. I want to soften all of this terrain as best I can. In fact, what I want to do is level it. Level it off. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. So I want to just level just enough to be able to grab this and move it back on. And then, once it's on, we can soften the corners. So let's just soften all of this terrain up, he says. Like so. And have a nice little gradient going there. There we are. Okay, cool. Right, so this is the rail hub, and the rail hub wants to feed all of the rail stations that we have. Now, we have a double track and a load of single track, so I think what we need to do is we need to take this double track here. Why is that a problem? Okay, because it is. Okay, why is that not working? Let's just get rid of that for a second. Let's start with the single tracks, I suppose. And let's join those up like so. And let's join this one up like that. And let's join up this double one now, see if that works for us. We'll come back to about there at 180. How steep does this corner have to be for the double track to actually perform the way I want it to? That still doesn't perform the way I want it to. But what I want is for it to join up here. Okay, so it does join up there, so that's going to get rail in and out of our town. This one can join up there, and this one can send trains out, maybe? No, apparently not. Maybe it needs to be a tighter corner. It does. Okay, there we are. Maybe it was just a bit fiddly. Right, so that should provide trains to our area. It does need a road, so we'll throw in a road there. Now it's got road connections, and I think, if we're being really honest with ourselves, we can bring a nice tight road. Oh, can we? No, we probably can't. Let's do that, and then let's page up. Now it's going to give me overlapping items, which is a problem. So let's go page down, curved, go to that, and go to that, go to that, go to that, and then let's come down to ground level, like so. We're going to bring this road round like so. Are we? Don't know if we are. Like that. That looks a little bit better. There we go. And these two roads need to connect, right? So what I think I'm going to do is delete that bit of rail, connect the roads up, and then use the rail to go underground. And it's a two-way rail, so we can just go page down, he says. All the way under, and then all the way up. Okay, that's something. That is definitely something. Not the smoothest connection in the world, but doesn't have to be. And that also gets our rail yard power and all that jazz. And whilst we've been fannying around with that, we've also now got access to train stations and a decent amount of money. So we've got this small train station here, which could, I say could, but the problem is I've got no crosswalks in here, could serve the centre of this town. And I just might have to throw in, because it makes total sense to do so, a crosswalk here. Where's it just put that crosswalk? Hasn't put a crosswalk anywhere. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. I think you can do it via the landscaping tools. Yeah, here we go. So we can then throw in, that's an invalid slope. Like that? Is that alright? And then can I put in a surface? Oh, I can. Lovely. Oh, I can just make it concrete. Is that... okay. Like that. That is going to make the city much prettier, actually. So that is good. Anyways, we've got now a 2-lane rail track rail station in our city, and I think the most logical way to plan this would be to just take as many straight lines as humanly possible and to raise it up. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go over there, and I want to bring it down into here, really. So let's think about purchasing this tile. I think that might be the only tile that we need. So far, we've gotten to there. So this actually, we're not going to get over without creating a massive rail bridge, which would look unrealistic as heck. So I think we come down there like that, and we come over like that, and we get down onto the ground. It's 180 degrees is there. In fact, let's put it onto straight so we don't accidentally cock it up. Yeah, so far that is what we are working with. Right, so I think we'll do that, and we'll go into there, and we'll also take that and come up to there like that. I think that is a reasonable connection. Now that does lead up to our train station over here. So then, can we continue our elevated rail this direction? I'm hoping the answer is yes, because what I would like is for that to feed another train station that will be on a road over here. Now this road is a 4-lane, so let's just bring that out. Let's pop on our train station. In fact, that's the wrong train station. I want to bulldoze that. I've just spent a load of money that I didn't need to. We would like a small train station, please. Now, let's start this going from the other side. This can be at ground level. It doesn't really matter because there is no existing development on this side, although it has got to make one hell of a climb. So maybe the easiest way for this to get over here would be to tunnel. Which is not something I'm against per se, it just doesn't feel super realistic. So that tunnels into the side of the cliff there. And that does mean, I mean, I almost don't have to care about this. Like that. And I can delete these bits here. Okay. Because what I want is for this to come out and go immediately underground. There we are, 190 degrees. And if I do a compound, not a compound curve, a simple curve here. Like, oh, that's not good. Why is that gone like that? I definitely do not want that. Is that just because it needs to go deeper? Yes, it is. Okay. So actually, that needs to be deleted as well. Otherwise, we're just going to end up with a random cutaway. Right, okay, so that links up to that. So now we have a rail system that is fed from our rail hub, our rail yard, and it feeds this part of the town, and it also feeds this part of the town. Now, I'm guessing I still need to chuck down passenger rail lines. So I can, yeah, put one in there to here, and then back to here. Is that a full... It's not a full line, is it? Because I haven't actually created a loop. Okay, so now this rail needs to feed another area. And I think that another area that it's going to feed again, with a small rail terminal, might be up here. Now let's use that 2-lane road over here, like so, and let's chuck the rail station into there. That's probably the wrong place for it. Actually, what's this upgrade? Ticket machines? No, don't care about that. Let's move it as far this way, a little bit further this way, because what I want, again, is for the line to go underground. So let's chuck that under there. Okay, can't actually do that because it's too close to that arterial road. So this might actually have to move again. It's currently where? It's currently there. Let's try it back here. Let's try that. Right, okay, so it does cut under there, which is good. And what I want is for it to then surface over in this direction. Ooh, that looks... I was going to say that looks hideous, but that's actually the sound barrier. That's enough space for it to resurface. Right, okay. So, actually, this rail station needs to link up to here. So I've got my area. And you know what? This, whatever this is, this taxi depot, that may need to move. Let's throw it over the other side. These offices can be demolished, so that's going to be a bit of bad news for whoever owns that property. Let's come out 96 meters. Let's go up 92 meters. Yeah, these guys are not going to be happy with that. Right, so that then goes into there. We've got another rail spur coming off of here. That's fine. We can leave that for the time being. But that links this up to this train station. Now, this train station should absolutely lead to another train station, which could be... Where could it be? It could be down here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we've got like we're going to end up with like a ring of train stations, hopefully, or at least a ring of rail lines. So let's then try and connect this one up. Every day is a challenge. We're going to need to own these tiles here. So let's buy that. We've got a bit of border gore going on, which is fine. But anyways, let's do that. Let's throw in these. Where is this? Is this ground level? Yeah, okay, it is. Okie dokie. So what I want to do is throw this into... Where is that train station we just plonked down? It is actually over here. So I want to throw this. It's completely unrealistic, this rail being this much underground, but it's going to be. Right, okay. It's going to run literally under main streets, you know, which is just crazy. Under people's houses, under people's gardens. But if this is what it takes to get the traffic situation sorted, then I'm all for it. Right, anyway, so let's leave it there for a moment, because what we need next is we need this one to go underground, which may require the demolition of a whole street here. Right, okay, actually, what it means is... means it might look a little bit more realistic. Curve too tight? I don't want to curve. Slope too steep, curve too tight, overlapping items, that's fine. Right, we can come off at 180. There is that. Right, now we can delete that. And now we can We come off at 180 degrees here. Like so. Oh no, I didn't do the curve tool, did I? Let's try that again, but with the curve tool on. Okay, I mean, that is hideous, but it may just work. Now we've got a train station over here, and that train station is going to be the end of the line, so we just need to throw a loop in here. Okay, I'm not very good at throwing in rail loops, as you can tell. Is there a way? Yeah, we might as well throw in a one-way rail. What I want to do is get kind of perpendicular to that. This loop needs to be just a lot larger, with it being the end of the line, to be able to get enough space to get him back into there. No, curve too tight. Like that. Okay, that is technically a loop, and I'm okay with that. Right, let's get these passenger services set up. So that goes to there, which goes to there, which goes to there, and yeah, what's next? How do I get the other side? Okay, so it just changes track there. Oh, I didn't even need to add the loop. Changes track there. And now he's on the other side. He goes into there and into here and round to there and then into there. That's a train line. That is an actual train line. Our first ever train line in our city. Right, garbage problems are still bad here. Is that because the traffic is still awful? No, there isn't a bloody car on the road. Oh, yeah, traffic is awful just around these roundabouts. Now, I'm thinking maybe more intersections would be the answer to the particular traffic problem we see ourselves in over here, which is definitely the next thing to start sorting out. But we've got one train. It currently makes 8 stops. It's 2 trains, sorry, 0% usage. It's on, it's got a day and night cycle, and it's visible. So when we click onto our public transit, we can see that line, which is definitely something. Next episode, we'll tackle more public transit, and we will be filling in this area of the city as well to hide these grotesque rail lines, and hopefully we'll be fixing a lot of these traffic issues as well. So look, thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten this far into the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and I will see you in the next episode.